Today we're heading back into the mountains. Oh wow, so beautiful. And just like that, we came to pine trees, from palm trees. We're at 2,100 meters elevation, and yeah, I can feel the difference a little bit, so it's a bit harder to breathe.
Kuntur Wasi, an ancient religious center with complex architecture and stone sculptures. This is Cherry, my KTM 390 adventure, and me, Aliona. And in this season, we're traveling around Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia. We love gorgeous views, beautiful roads, and we don't mind a little bit of challenge. Let's go exploring!
Good morning! Cherry and I are ready to say goodbye to the beautiful, beautiful waves of Chicama.
And yes, I did surf them, but obviously there is no evidence of it. Chicama waves, stretching for over 2 kilometers, are known as the longest surfable left waves in the world. And even during the off-season, when the waves are shorter and smaller, the surf is up and the happiness is real. And here's the town. It's not so big, but it's full of surf hostels and very friendly people.
Goodbye, beautiful waves. Today we're heading back into the mountains to Cajamarca. Let's ride!
Goodbye, Chicama! I love ocean and surfing, but my restless soul is craving some twisties and mountain views. Yeah, alrighty. The ride I have planned for today is about 6 hours long, and with a stop at a very interesting location, an archaeological site called Kuntur Wasi that I've had on my list since the first time I visited Cajamarca. Actually, during the last weeks, I was riding around Peru, focusing mainly on the gorgeous landscapes. And now, it's time to explore the incredibly rich culture and history. Pacasmayo. From here, we'll be turning inland. So let's have a quick break with one last ocean view.
Whew. All right, one quick little break, and we're heading to the mountains because here it's pretty hot, to be honest. It's 11:30 a.m., so the sun is high up.
And I kind of wish I was that guy in the waves, but I've got other plans. Goodbye, ocean! Goodbye, summer and pure sunshine. We're heading back into the unpredictable weather of the Andes. Today we'll be climbing up to nearly 4,000 meters again, and we'll be staying in the mountains for the next week or two. When I was in Cajamarca last time, I had to pretty much skip all of the explorations I had planned. Well, my tire was so worn out that it was too risky to do any serious off-roading. So yeah, now I kind of want to make up for it. And it's absolutely perfect timing, since I'll be teaming up with a friend of mine. He is riding from Colombia to Ushuaia, and as he's passing through Peru, we agreed to catch up and even spend a few days riding together.
I was starting to get a little bit hungry, so we stopped here just along the road, and I'm going to get some kind of shrimps.
let's continue our way into the mountains. Now, after a tasty lunch, I'm full of energy and ready to dive into the history. This region has been populated since thousands of years. For example, Kuntur Wasi, the place we're heading to right now, is much older than the well-known Machu Picchu. It is believed to be constructed around 3,000 years ago, dating back to the Chavin culture. Much later, in the 15th century AD, Cajamarca became an important strategic administrative center of the Inca Empire. And it was also the place where the last Incan emperor was captured and executed by the Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro. Cajamarca, straight ahead. But our road, which goes via Kuntur Wasi, should go to the left, somewhere right here.
Oh yeah, now I can feel we're getting higher up in the mountains. What's the elevation? 1,500. I'm still not so high up. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe we're not going up to 4,000 meters. Something strange. Something doesn't add up here. Because it's only like 10 kilometers until Kuntur Wasi. Oh wow, so beautiful. And again, I'm riding in this like super chill, joyful, almost like meditation state. And I've been thinking quite a lot about happiness and my definition of happiness the last days. You know, do I feel happy? And when I do, what makes me happy? And this whole thinking led me to thinking of my biggest fear. And you know what it is? Riding a motorcycle and not feeling this joy, or not feeling anything, you know? A ride which does not generate any emotions in me. No joy, no happiness, no fear, no excitement. Oh my god, this would be like the worst day of my life. To realize that I'm no longer able to feel. Like something would generate so many really incredible feelings in me right now. Imagine if I became immune to it. Where would I find joy and happiness then? What would I do? I've got really no answer to this question. Oh, I kind of hope this day will never come, so that I don't have to answer this question. What's your biggest fear? Maybe I'm stupid, you know, maybe I should fear something else. Fog zone. Oh well. I'm ready. And just like that, we came to pine trees from palm trees. Oh my god. I hope this never stops surprising me. How the landscape can change in one day. walk in one day, just in a couple of hours. Palm trees, then mango trees, and now pine trees. Whee! So cool and so beautiful. I think it should be somewhere here. Alright, I left the cherry at the police station. Apparently the museum and the archaeological complex doesn't even have a parking. And I wanted to visit the museum, but it's closed. Apparently it's only open until 1 p.m. But the super kind policeman called a local guide who can guide me at the archaeological site. So that's really awesome. Short little hike, about 15 minutes to get to the ruins. And we're at 2,100 meters elevation. And yeah, I can feel the difference a little bit, so it's a bit harder to breathe. But I think it's really good with this break now because I will actually adjust to the elevation before going higher up. I double checked the map and yeah, we're going to 3,800 meters on our way to Cajamarca. And then we're going down to 2,500 meters elevation where Cajamarca is. But I'm so happy it's nice and sunny here at least. And the guys at the police station, they told me that it hasn't really rained much here on this side of the mountains. But yeah, obviously on the Cajamarca side it's raining quite a bit, so I will most probably catch some rain later today. Well, I'm just grateful for now it's nice and sunny. Oh wow, completely out of breath, but made it to the entrance and met my guide, Americo. He's working for the museum here, and yeah, he's gonna tell me a little bit about Kuntur Wasi. Here he is with his badge.
And here we are at the top platform of Kuntur Wasi, an ancient religious center with complex architecture and stone sculptures. There have been found a few tombs with bodies surrounded with various valuable objects, some of them made of gold. What's interesting, and kind of sad as well, is that such an important archaeological site receives almost no attention or investment for further investigation. Most of the excavations and research here were done by a group of scientists from Japan in collaboration with the local population. Obviously, Machu Picchu steals all the attention, but Peru has so much more history and culture waiting to be explored. Let's go! One quick mountain pass and we're in Cajamarca. Whee!
I think we're entering the clouds. That was expected. No surprise here. Lots of mystery ahead. Alright. Yeah, pretty thick fog. Can barely see anything. Whee! Perfect asphalt road, and I can't go fast. And yeah, we're about 3,000 meters now, and it's getting pretty cold. Whee! I already turned on the grip heaters. Maybe I will be putting on an extra layer soon. But I'm kind of happy it's foggy, not rainy. I think I prefer fog over rain. Even though the visibility is shit, but at least it's not wet. Yeah, the usual. Cars without headlights in a thick fog. And from the thick fog we get into a pretty dense pine forest. Amazing! Whee! So nice with a little bit of visibility. And from now on it's downhill. And look at this! It's not even raining, it's not even foggy. It's pretty cool! And these clouds floating over the mountain. Oh, over the road. Super sweet. And just 40 kilometers left until Cajamarca. Sweetness! With only 25 kilometers until Cajamarca, I decided to give myself a permission to go a little bit off the main road. A little back road. It's not raining, it's not foggy, and it's very pretty. So, why not? Look how cool. So the left side it's clearly raining, but the right side it's clearly clear. Where do you think we're going? I think we're going to the right. I think sunshine is on our side today. Welcome to Cajamarca. And I cannot wait to see Pablo, the owner of the guest house where I stayed last time.